He hasn't waited until the end. This is when we start talking about random shit.
Got a good point. The Democrat, in layman's terms, the
This shit's so
Democrats.
good right here. Man, this shit's so good.
You stop. The Democrats don't take advantage of the situation and doesn't set their policies. It doesn't say jack squat. I'm about to say their policies. They don't say anything when there's a lob from the Republicans about the BS that they do. Their messaging sucks rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So that question for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So first of all, I would say it's important to not underestimate the intelligence of the people who are involved here. These are very, very intelligent people on both sides. These are very intelligent people. They got some of the best education you can get access to.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them have lived quite privileged lives. So they've not had to deal with a whole lot of adversity. So it's all intellectual crap flowing around. They're intelligent people. So the messaging on the left, one reason I say that it is so bad is because their audience is so diverse. So you're, by the very nature of how the Democratic Party is developed, you got too many constituencies to ever try to deliver anything. So the Republicans have a commitment to not deliver anything from the standpoint of we are already ahead. We are trying to protect our privileged position. That's why we do not try to pass new things. We just try to protect old things, right? The Democrats on the other side, such a diverse constituency, if they actually try to deliver on anything, whatever they deliver will alienate part of their base. So if you go too hard on LGBTQIA, you will alienate parts of the Black community and parts of the Latino community.
Mm-hmm.
So you tread lightly. Now, because of pop culture, which also isn't true, you have bubbles of time when it's safe to invest heavier. Obama took advantage of that window of time to do things for Hispanic women. And Obama and Biden have taken advantage of that to do things for the queer community. No one ever gets around doing shit for us specifically. So what they do for the Black community is they just try to help poor people because we're disproportionately poor, so then they can get a twofer. But poor is not polarizing. Black is always polarizing. So the Democratic Party's messaging is always all over the place because they can't afford to piss too many people off. And that's my reason for it. It's very annoying. It's very annoying because that means both parties are being highly disingenuous, right? The Republicans are feeding their side fear and the threat of losing something and just keeping them afraid. So they'll vote for them. But they have no demands of them other than to appear to be fighting for them. And then the Democrats, they are like, in my opinion, mercenaries. They're just corruption machines. They're just like, hey, I can't deliver anything or else I'll lose power. So instead, let me just skim money off the top of all these different groups by pretending to advocate for their issues, but never really advocating for their policies. You know, do just enough to keep them from going away. So that's how I would address the messaging thing. But I think I would be remiss to have criticized the Democratic and the Republican sides for their messaging without talking about the independent and the third party messaging, because they're equally as bad in their own way. So they are doing it on an opportunistic standpoint. They are playing, it's more of a cynical game in a way, because the third party and independent wings of the voting constituency, they just feed sugar words, candied language, pie in the sky optimism. Everybody's gonna come together. All this kind of different things. Just like, let's make weed legal. Let's make this legal. Let's do this. Let's do that. But they have no mechanism of delivering any of these things. So one side is feeding your fear, the other side is feeding your apathy, and the other side is trying to take advantage of your desperation. There are no legitimate good factors out here, no good faith actors, in my opinion, because the system is designed such a way to identify a good faith actor and find a way to break that person. Right?
Yep.
You either have to join the machine or be broken by the machine. And those are your choices.